What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Spencer. And yeah, so Aces just had their second game of the season, obviously, and they took care of business today against a just not very talented Atlanta Dream team, as we saw today. So we'll just break it down. I just have a few things to say. Even though they won their first game, they're definitely, in my opinion, one of the lower teams of the league. So this was an expected win, but I'm not going to be down and say it's a bad thing that the Aces won. It's always good that they took care of business. First thing I got to say is I don't think I mentioned this from the first game. Carolyn Swords is actually better than she was last season. Now, there's always that thing where she has a hard time picking up her feet and everything like that, but overall, I think she has just really worked on her craft. She seems a lot more up to pace with the game, I should say. And her defense has always been there. Being straight up and everything like that is definitely a plus from the team. So I took notice of that. The team shot threes today, only 9, but excuse me. Um, it's always good to shoot more than 4 and miss all of them. They had a lot more free reign, I think, to shoot threes in this game as well, which I think is fantastic. You would like to see it more, but at the end of the day, I can't be too upset with that. It's okay if you're, one of the lower shooting 3-point teams in the league. The Memphis Grizzlies did that very effectively, but it has to come with 3-point defense. You can't be the least, you can't shoot the least threes in the league and also be one, like a top 5 worst defenses when it comes to that. And I looked it up in 2013 to 2015, the Grizzlies were 8th and I think 5th. That was the time when they went to the Western Conference Finals. Just for reference, if this is the track that they're going to keep going on, which it definitely seems like it, keep that in mind. Atlanta went 5 for 28, but some of that you can attribute to the defense, although I think our defensive scheme is not orientated at all for that. So I don't expect 5 for 28 when we play Phoenix, who lost a game that they just should not have today. It was absolutely shocking, but it's cool to see it today. But again, I'd say in the future, get ready for that to not look like that. This Atlanta team is lacking anything down below. The Aces absolutely dominated the rebounding, offensive rebounding in general, as you guys can see here. The Aces played much more loose. The fast break was much nicer, although Atlanta did do well to get back on defense, fast break wise. That hesitation is what was killing the team last game or the first game of the season. No blocks. I mean, Asia was so good at that in her rookie season. So her defensive, I don't know if teams are kind of orienting themselves not to put themselves in a vulnerable spot for her to block shots, but that's definitely been a problem. Although I would say that the WNBA in general just isn't oriented towards post play outside of the Las Vegas Aces. The turnover problem is really bad. I think that comes along with Kelsey Plum being out, so I can't blame too much of that. Although the thing is, guys, I talked about this during the first game, but it's even more relevant now. Jackie Young was the first overall pick in a loaded draft class of Tierra McCowan and Agumba Wale. And look where just look where we're at now. I think she scored 3 points today. And I have nothing against her personally. Hopefully it doesn't come across. I hope she has a plentiful life. I hope she's able to supply for her family forever and future generations, everything like that. I think she's an outstanding woman off the court. It's just, I think we got to face the facts, guys. It's really like Lindsay Allen is significantly better than Jackie Young. And yes, this is only her second season, but you have to expect more than that outside of your first overall pick, who isn't named Anthony Bennett or Markelle Fultz, who is also looking like he's turning his career on anyways. I just don't see that with Jackie Young, and clearly Bill doesn't either in practice because he's not playing her significant minutes. Let's see how many minutes she played today, just out of curiosity, because you can't expect her to go off in a few minutes, but I think she played quite a bit of time. And Jackie Young played 27 minutes, 5 points, 4 rebounds, not a single assist out of the point guard position, but she is involved at least. The 3 turnovers is definitely not good. 2 for 4, but she's not shooting 3-pointers. +2, which is the worst on the team. So I'm outside of these players who played a few minutes. Sugar Rogers a +0, but she really wasn't out there that long. Of the starters, is what I'm trying to say. It just wasn't very good. Other than that, you can probably see on the scoreboard right here, Kayla McBride finally had a good game. Went 0 for 7 in the first half, or in the first game. And I do attribute this to Bill. I know I get on Bill a lot for his coaching, but I think he did sit her down as far as I know. I can't confirm this, but just the way she played, it looked like Kayla McBride, he told her, like, I don't care if you shoot 0 for 7 or whatever. I want you, the fact that she only took 7 shots to me is really annoying, but I guess she had 4 free throws. Technically, you can add that as two extra shots. But she finally got behind the 3-point line, like a few others here. She looked much more like herself. She looks more comfortable, and that confidence boost I'm assuming Bill gave her was the difference maker in this game. It's very nice to see her. Love to see her get more involved. Once again, De'Erica Hamby, I don't know why she's still on the Aces. She should be getting starter minutes somewhere, but maybe she likes that role. I just assume she would get paid more somewhere else, which is insane. So if I'm not mistaken, I think we have her until next year. I think she signed a 2-year deal with the team, but she was 2 for 2 from downtown. She's just an absolutely great player who should be starting anywhere in the league. She would start on any roster. There's nowhere where she'd be excluded on that. I guess maybe it's like a Lou Williams thing, but still, Lou Williams screwed himself. But that's a discussion for another time. McCautry, I want to give a shout out to her as well, because I think she was hurt last season, if I'm not mistaken, but she played for Atlanta for a long time. I think 10 years, if I'm not mistaken. She just looks like an absolute force on the team. Again, I think this is her first action back, so her minutes are limited. She played 15 today, but went plus 31 in that time, which seems impossible. She even dipped behind the 3-point line today. Someone who just looks absolutely comfortable in the position that she is. Someone who is a forward who is willing to drive to the lane, willing to get rebounds, those steals. And she was the one who had the 1 block on the team, only 1 turnover. So she played very efficiently. So very impressive. A huge part of the team with Liz Cambage being out. Doesn't play the same role, but still someone who is like, okay, give me the ball in my hands and I'm going to do something with it, which every team needs without a doubt. Other than that, Asia Wilson, she's amongst the league leaders in scoring, although I think the Lindsay kid from New York may have taken that spot now because she dropped 33 points in today's game, but I think she only had 8 in her first, so it'll be interesting to see. But I know Asia will, without a doubt, be in the top 3 scoring of this little bubble we have here. You would think it would maybe go to someone in Phoenix, but their team is so stacked that it would be almost impossible from the score, like amongst the highest in the league. It'll be more evenly distributed. Any other notes? No, that's about it. I mean, it's exciting. I want to see them beat some more of the more better teams, but I just don't think that's going to happen once they start facing some more perimeter-oriented teams or teams that are more efficient from downtown. So we'll have to see. Coming up next, the Aces are playing. Let's see if this will be a real test for them here. They're playing the Mercury, so like I said, I think they're going to get blown out. Although Phoenix, I guess, is trying to figure things out, but I still can't believe they lost today. We'll have to see. I expect a very angry Phoenix team coming up in 2 days. Other than that, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.